Asymptotic notations. Asymptotic notation is a method to describe the limiting behavior of time functions. We have three types of asymptotic notations. Big O, which determines the upper bound, big omega, the lower bound, and theta, the tight bound. Big O. F of n is said to be a big O of g of n if and only if there exist positive constants c and n naught such that f of n is less than or equal to c times g of n for all n greater than or equal to n naught. Now consider an example. Given f of n is equal to 2n plus 3. Here we can consider the upper bound of this function f of n as 10 times n for all n greater than or equal to 1. So here we can write f of n is equal to big O of n. Or we can consider that this function 2n plus 3 has an upper bound 2n plus 3n, that is nothing but 5n for all n greater than or equal to n. Here also f of n can be represented as big O of n, or 2 of n plus 3, 2n plus 3 can be written as we can say that it has a upper bound 2n square plus 3 for all n greater than or equal to 1. Here f of n has an upper bound n square. Okay, so here we can see that so here we have a class of functions, and the time functions has been arranged in order, and here lies the class in which our function f of n belongs to. Now all these functions which are greater than this time function are all turns out to be the upper bound. Now in this we have to identify, so these are all upper bounds to the given function. Okay, and all these functions to the left turns out to be lower bound. Okay, so our objective is to identify the closest function to n. So here in this case f of n is equal to big O of n turns out to be the closest function.